think that should work. Just testing this out. Testing. Testing this out. The fireworks are already out. There you go. I think that should. There you go. That should add it in. So let me know if this is landscape or portrait, because this thing keeps on going like portrait mode. Awesome. Okay, good. It's working. I swear to goodness, YouTube does not make things simple. Anyways, it's 9 o'clock right now on my time. So that roughly means 9, 10, 11, 12, 3-ish hours. That is my goal. If you guys aren't new, but for any new people dropping in or um new people that will a little later, if I haven't chopped this video, welcome. I am Cetriya. I do illustrations, comics, um, general art stuff. And if you look up my username, Cetriya, just Google it or search it, you'll find most of any of my like social media accounts there. So things like Instagram, to an extent, TikTok, although I just post on TikTok, I don't really use it that much. But yeah, so tonight we're just gonna be coloring some stuff that I had already drawn a couple of days ago because I feel like coloring is less mentally distracting and it's just good and fun to just paint some things. Um if you're subscribed or not subscribed, but eventually this guy will be posted up in on testing out these markers. So we're not doing markers today. They're not exactly alcohol markers, but you'll get to see that in this coming week. So how are you this evening? You're going to hear a lot of pop-in noises because of course it's New Year's. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing this evening if you're local time, or maybe it's already New Year's for you guys, morning? Where you at? Let me know. In the meantime, let me see if I could look up some background music for you guys. Budget and project plannings. Well, that's good that you guys are good. I'm already down my first glass of alcohol, but it's been a while because I was eating at the time. So, you know, when you eat food, it kind of blunts the effect. And gonna drink some water and hold off till the actual end. Doing some fashion sketching, that's great. I might do some more like fashion-based videos in the future because I'm going back to making some, making some comic projects. And one of the things that I do tend to focus on is the actual costuming of the characters. So don't feel too bad if you can't stay till 12 because I'm starting to be at that age too where I don't know if you could actually hear the fireworks. They're literally being done right in my backyard. You know what? I don't know if it's the food or something, but honestly, I think there's a number of people in my family that are like born young, born old, and then as we get older, we might be feeling a bit younger. I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, you guys heard they really are in my backyard. Like I live in one of those neighborhoods where the people when they want to party, they party. Like every time there's a weekend, and that's why I'm like talking louder. When they want to party, they freaking want to party, yo. So if you make it towards the end, usually they do get like a pretty big bang, and it'll last for a few days too. Um, I'll show it. I'll show it right out my window. I'll just open up my window. Maybe actually no. Usually I step outside, so I'll step outside and like and then of course see those deep bass whatchamacallit, uh what do you call that? Those deep I don't know, subwoofers, those deep bass that they have in the back of their car. Like straight 90s kind of stuff right there. 90s style block party. Which is part of the reason why I'm not even gonna bother to put like background music today. You're just gonna have to accept that. Let's see if I can zoom in. Ah, I could zoom in. But the zoom in is pretty bad, so okay. Let me zoom in for you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think at this day and age now, at any given moment, you could randomly hear, you know, shots or whatever. But I've come to accept that that's most of the time that's not it. It's either like the car's horns gone bad, or like, I mean, sometimes it really is it. But you know, all right. What color should I color her? She's just a random original character because that's the thing with me, right? I'll get into the flow of just drawing something and just like start doing shapes, or maybe I got like a pose or something and I was like, "You know what? I haven't drawn a character with a hair like this for a while. Let me draw her." Or and then I like the shape, the bell shape of her sleeves, and she's holding like a pocketbook, and like she has like those big bows, which is kind of it's about it was in trend maybe I want to say 8 years ago or a year ago. Uh I don't know if you guys, well, you should, because one of you, I forgot which one, does the because you guys do like fashion sketches and stuff, so you understand like the Met Gala and stuff. Although I don't necessarily think that most of the high-end fashion makes sense anymore. But sometimes I see a shape or silhouette that I like, that I'm like, oh, I like it. And I would say the designer that I like to follow for stuff like that is Christian Siriano. Okay. Honestly, let's give her a nice, beautiful emerald green, shall we? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And the thing is, some people might be like, well, it's everyone's preferences on like, oh, if it looks good or not. But the thing is, like, unlike artwork that could stay in one spot, clothes need to function to a certain extent on a person's body. It's like that, what's that designer with like those like goth, they're not goth, but they're like really large platform boots with metal studs on them. I forgot the name of it. I forgot his, oh my goodness, his name is in my head. It's not Ortega. I forgot. But yeah, and I see it and it's like, yeah, if you're going to a convention or like a meet and greet where you're gonna do a little photo session, I get it. But after that, you know, I think it's kind of irresponsible to wearing fashion like that, because at any given moment you could be in an emergency, or you yourself can like get you can get hurt, and those kind of clothes just won't help. They just won't work, which is making me sounding even older than I really am. Them darn dresses. So, let's do that. Okay, this is a little bit I think a brown might help, or a yellow. Let's add into the yellow. Let me move this in so you guys can actually see, because these cameras now are, you know what? As much as I say I'm not like overly focused with YouTube, I should at least know how to do better camera work. Oh, I don't like this extra green. Now it makes it look like it's a Kelly green, and I don't want Kelly green. And honestly, this paper is not really meant for watercolor, but we're going to use it. And I probably should get like an actual brush cleaner. You guys tell me. There you go. Yeah, I should have added the brown. There you go. Oh, that's a nice rich color. So anyways, did you guys get a chance to, whatchamacallit, take a look at my goals video at all? Or if there's any other goals you want? Because I know there's like a trend now where people are just like, don't make New Year's resolution. It's so weird when people like make everything into like a trend. The reason why is it's just to motivate yourself, you know, whether you call it a goal or resolution, it's the same thing. You need to plan what you want to do with it and try your best to achieve some of it at least. Well, take a look if you get a chance. It's no pressure, it's not a requirement. As much as YouTube kind of like make it like a bit of a harassment to like, hey, if if the first three people don't like absolutely love your work, we're not going to show it to people anymore. And it's like, well, maybe you're just bad at picking people to look at it, or maybe the person was busy at the time, you know. I'm just kind of like not into social media obsessively making sure that people watch so much of their stuff all the time, you know. There's other things to be done in life. We can't always be like, hey, make sure this is looking good. Okay. If ever I slip out of the camera angle, you let me know. Or if you still want some music, you let me know. But right now, it is pretty popping right now. And my poor cat is panicking. Come here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My poor cat. Unfortunately, he has that type of anxiety where he like pulls out of his hair. And certain family members that traumatized the poor thing when we didn't know he's here today. You know, we got to respect our elders or whatever. And yeah. I'm actually pretty happy I picked this green color. Green has been trending quite a bit, so I'm glad. Ah, let's add some more jewel tone in it. It's interesting seeing it through my camera though, because the camera is making it a lot more darker and vibrant than it is in real life. It's pretty trendy right now. Honestly, I'm not one for just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff, but I don't know. I might end up getting like, if I find like the right shape dress or something, you know, something that's not too tight or too loose or not having like extra buttons or bows, because that's a thing too, like all them extra studs. It's not my preference. I just want something gorgeously elegant and like rich looking. And I think most people would put like gold with it, but I think I would just put like a very ice cold silver accessories. Just be that very cold, rich woman. I might make a video about like fabric folds too. I think I will. I have fun drawing folds. It just comes so naturally to me, but on the other hand, if it's too natural to me, you know, sometimes when you make something and you try to teach it to other people, you would be like, I don't understand what you just said because it comes natural to you. It's like saying, can you please explain to me how you breathe? I don't know. I just do. It just comes natural to me. Yeah, I definitely should get me like a nice brush cleaner. And I might end up with like doing more of a watercolor sketchbook. I want to do a book with marker sketches and one with watercolor. And maybe like do some more like advanced dynamic stuff. Partially because it's what I like to do, but also, with the whole, my goodness, I don't know how many more videos that people need to make about like AI or whatever. If you want to fight it, then fight it, but I don't know how many videos. Especially if the video's all the same videos. It's like I said my two piece because the part that I was saying, for the most part, people aren't like talking about it. But it's like how many videos do we need to see it? Like, you know. Aw. Get the little doggy nice and snuggled up. I mean, what I mean by dynamic, it's dynamic, but it's not like it's dynamic. I'm not the type of artist who looks down on my artwork. I see the flaws that it is. It's more like I want it to be even more dynamic. Basically push my limits, you know? Because I have had several people make that comment saying my work is pretty dynamic. And it is true because I wouldn't make something that I personally would find boring to look at, right? Would you like to make art that you don't even like? No. But at the same time, I look at it and I'm starting to feel that sense where you feel kind of like, oh, I want to go more, or I want to go further or something. It's a bit of greediness too on my part. Like my greed is I want to do even more. Okay, so let's not overwork this because I could put more layers, but this type of paper doesn't hold on to layers that well. Now I'm going to attempt something because that's the other thing with sketchbooks. You should be okay with like not getting it right the first time. That was another comment I received in a video, which I'm really bad at doing these by memory, but was the fact that I've either looked so confident or I'm not scared to be awkward or make a mistake. And that to me is like, yeah, that's the point of a sketchbook. Because if you can't do it in a sketchbook, then where else will you do it? Oh, and this ended up being very hunter green. This ended up being very hunter green. Well, then let's deal with that. And mess with this a little bit more. And add on this. I feel like this color is maybe a little bit too, there you go. It's also kind of funny because like I feel like this thing is pretty strong in color. All right. Let's remove some. Okay. We removed it because it wasn't the color that I was wanting. There you go. This is closer to what I wanted. And if this was like a better watercolor paper, I could probably put more like layers and mess with it a bit more. Okay. As I said, right now, I am not drinking anything alcoholic, just pure water. Make sure you guys stay hydrated this year. Um, I do have my own kind of health goals, you know. Um, you want to take care of yourself and keep yourself as healthy as possible. Mm. Let me change this out right here. Okay, it seems like people have quiet down over there. So I am going to go ahead and put a teeny bit of music. And I'll be right back. Let me go get me. You're done? Let him go. Okay, glancing. All right, I'm back. Just gonna go ahead and put on some music. Let's see here. What with all the music copyrights going on right now, it's kind of been a bit funny, a bit funky. So we shall see what we can do. Okay. All right. And Buster. No, I'm gonna use free music for now. It's not a strike that we have the issue with. It's music that YouTube used to put for free, and then the artists retroactively said that they didn't want it to be for free. But this is just a live stream. I'm perfectly fine with just taking up the video, chopping it up, and then record like my own audio on it. So, you guys who come in live, you're enjoying the live rendition. Good to keep your health back into control. I'm sure like we all have like some kind of family that's like dealing with that. So, all right. The only thing is like you don't end up fully like having like an option. So, and this is music done by Roberto Blake. The only thing is like so much of his music is like very chill. And I wouldn't mind a little bit of like, you know, dance music or something. Actually maybe like it's so okay. Let me just do royalty free party music. Honestly, we'll leave it here, right? It's just background music, right? Let me know if this is too loud for you. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Make sure this is not too bad. Awesome. Cool. All right, let's get into this. This part has already started drying, which is good. I'm glad. Because technically you're supposed to layer dr- wet on dry, but I am such an impatient artist sometimes. So I'm glad I did a quick step out. Let's add in a little bit more color to that. There you go. How do you guys feel about the future of like social media and stuff in general? Not necessarily as a creator, but you can talk about it as a creator, but also like as a user. Because a lot of time people will be like, oh, we don't care about the creator, we only care about the user. But like, even as a user, sometimes I'm just like, it's getting a bit hostile. It's hostile to be used to use. And one might think that why would they make it hostile? But there is something called dark dark version of user interface, with the whole behavioral method of psychology. And I just kind of, I don't know, I want to take things a little slow. There's no reason why when it comes to things that you enjoy doing, you have to be constantly on a speed run. I'm glad I got to layer this a little bit. Let's see if this will mess it up or not. It needs to be a little bit darker. And maybe add in a little bit of red into it and make my own black. That sounds like the summary of basically a lot of like current sci-fi. Oh, this looks so juicy. Good. I don't even think we're gonna get Ghost in the Shell. I'm thinking more like a bit of Mirror-esque more so than Ghost in the Shell. Because Ghost in the Shell, I mean, it's been a while since I've watched the show, but it gives me the sense that it's still a pretty functioning world and people just blend it in. Whereas I feel like Black Mirror actually talks about the consequence of what's more likely to happen. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to do it or not to do it. I will say that unfortunately, scamming, whether you're in business or not, is going to grow even more. because people, I don't know, there's to an extent that people are thinking that technology is some form of magic just because people throw like fancy words at you. And let's say you weren't on the internet or social media or whatnot, right? A lot of companies are dealing with chargebacks from legitimate sales that they had with customers, like customers lying that they didn't receive something, especially if it's something expensive. And I think PayPal is one of the companies that a lot of people who are sellers have a problem with. As a buyer, I love using it. Almost got scammed out of something that I never received, and they gave me back my money. But if I was a seller and let's say I legitimately did send something to you, you could easily just charge back the fact that I had it. So unfortunately, I think like going forward, in no matter what business you're in, you just have to be careful of that. Um, this ended up being pretty dark looking. Maybe I should lighten it up. Mm. Yeah, if it's something as like that, always have payment up front. I know for many people they're like, "Oh, I can't take payment up front," but it's like you need to take payment up front. I just don't mess with that anymore. I just don't. Like ever since college years, I took partial payment or something, but I just don't deal with that. And if you look at recently with the news, right? A lot of comic book publishers, major publishers, are being found out that they just are not paying the creatives. And then you have other companies that's not creative, but like just general companies. They'll go out and like all of a sudden they have a protection payment or something while they file for bankruptcy, and you, the worker, will be like the last person if you even get that money from the bankruptcy. So it is what it is. It's up to you. Just keep in mind that unfortunately this stuff is going to be going is going to be going because people rather steal than produce or give something of value for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I mean, even though payment is not always upfront first, because it's like those scams where they would like send you those like check in the mail. At one time, just an experiment, I really did put it in my bank account and just sat there. I didn't send them back a refund or anything like that, because that just sounded stupid. It's like, don't write me a check. And sure enough, about a week later, the money was out of my account. And I was like, huh. Now at the time I don't think my bank charged me for that chargeback, but it's like it's still like, it's whatever. It's really unfortunate. Like I've gotten all sorts of things where I've had people call me suddenly and be like, we really need this. And can you verify your information? So I give them bogus information. And then they're like, okay, so da 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 da. I'm like, okay, so obviously you can't even tell that I just gave you a bogus information. Good luck. So it's not even like as an artist. As an artist is part of it, but just I'm just so this is what we are in right now. Like we're going to get scammed. I've heard things of like for me, I just slid into getting this crappy little house, and I'm hearing things where people steal people's like titlement to a house if you don't get it properly cleared, or like people fake selling a house or land and you thought you bought this house. So where did you just send your money to? Where did you just send your down payment to? Okay. All right. Let me take a pause right here and color her skin so I can balance it out. If I want to give her bow a pop of color and like match it with her bag and her skin. So let's give her a pop of color. As you can see, the watercolor doesn't have like screen tone colors or anything like that. So, it seems like for some reason your message is not coming through. Oh, I'm sorry. D Takeshi, you'll have to excuse me. I don't know technology. It's just I didn't mean to move your comment. Yep, the plane ticket happened to my dad. And I have no idea how to put this thing back on, so I'm sorry about that. Why? I think YouTube just automatically did this. That's weird. Why would it do that? Okay, I am so sorry. I have no idea how to get you back on. I don't even know why it did that. You'll have to forgive me. I have no idea why I did that. I'm sorry. I hope you're still watching. I won't touch this phone screen anymore. All right. How should I make skin tone? Because she won't be that light of a person. Okay. Okay. There you go. I made skin tone with watercolor pretty quickly then. Let's add a bit more color to her. That's too orange. I think this came out pretty good. And again, this paper is not meant for like okay. I am genuinely sorry. I had no intent. I don't even know what I pressed to put you on timeout. So if you're listening, please excuse me. Let's wipe this out a little bit. What I'm kind of trying to do is like erase some of the green on the edges. Which can potentially mess up a lot of the paper, so. But this ended up being pretty good. By the way, can you hear any of the music that I'm actually playing and not like the background music? Add more color into it. There you go. Well, that's a lot of orange. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now we got the colors. Anyways, let's keep it to being a little bit more pleasant, shall we? Um, what's new with me? I am eventually going to work on, well, the first thing I'm going to work on is right here. I did a rough sketch of a comic submission that I'm going to be working on. And then hopefully afterwards I can work on my webcomic. Oh, this came out looking pretty good. Make sure that's plenty of their color here. I'm going to attempt to put some makeup on her, which may be difficult. Although marker giving it a more cleaner look, it is what it is. I wanted to do more watercolor over markers. There you go. I just wanted to add a bit. Ooh, that's a bit too much red. I will leave it for now. We're just going to leave it. What I'm doing is, of course, adding like the dab in the darkest part. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. Too much drop shadow. There you go. Let me know if this is looking good for you. I wonder what triggered it. Honestly, I think YouTube did it automatically. I don't think it was me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I think YouTube just did whatever it felt like doing, which if that is the case, I'm irritated. And this one will be just a nice quiet one then. remove some color. What I'm doing right now is like adding water to soften up the edges. And then I'm going to go in and add more color. And then add some more yellow too. Anyways, as I said, I have quite a bit of that's an interesting thing to experience. I don't have a phobia, but Australia tend to have the deadly kind, so there's that. Mm. This is too much color. I think that's good. That's good. Add in a little bit of shading. I'm surprised this paper is holding up pretty good too. All right. I think for the skin, we're pretty okay. Right? Yeah, I think we're pretty okay. What we need to do now is, there you go. Let's do her hands. Move this back a little more. Mess with her hands a little bit. Well, thanks for stopping on by. Were you a fellow lurk? Well, I wasn't lurking as much, but I know there was a few of us watching on his YouTube version. Were you a lurker or something? Honestly, using his stream as like a motivation to get me drawing, to actually work on what I was working. And when you're working on art, sometimes just hearing someone else working on art, it's almost like you went to like a co-working space. Ain't that funny, right? I want to work at home, but at the same time, it's like I need to hear someone working. It helps with motivation. Ah, that sounds traumatic. I'm actually surprised how slow I am working on this particular thing. I think I'm trying not to be too comfortable because then I'll become very slow. You just start to get into a nice groove. I'm like constantly checking to make sure this is actually in the frame. Right. Okay. Well, then don't ever come to Florida because we got quite a bit of bugs. Okay. All right. That's that. What should her hair be? Should she be a beautiful brunette? Um, yeah, what color should her hair be? This beautiful emerald. Should I give her a nice eggplant color? Like it'll be green dress with like a purplish bow, or like what should I make her be? I don't know. Just gonna soften this glare a little bit. It's a little bit strong, so okay. Softening up this edge right here. Yeah, I'm trying to move up north too, where it's a little cooler. We have way too many mosquitoes down here. But yeah, folks, to those who are watching, like, what color should her bags and her bow be? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? I guess I could give her like this kind of reddish color. I think that's what it is. Now you guys know where I get my colors from, and then I'll make her a light brunette. That's where I'm gonna go. There you go. I picked the color. This is the last chance to put in your thoughts if you want to pick a color with me. Let's turn this up a little bit more. There you go. And then this needs more red. Let's add a little purple into it. Okay, that's a very purpley color. And then let's add a touch of red. I'm gonna go with the red. I'm gonna go with the red. Yeah, we're gonna go with like a nice deep wine red. Yeah, there you go. Let's go with that deep wine red. And then I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit later. This bubbling effect is because I had used like a waxy pencil, so it's like resisting it. Yeah, you don't need that much. You don't need to buy like fancy sketchbooks. I just get stuff at like the Five Below, and right now I have more than enough, so I don't need to get anything really. There you go. It's almost 10. I feel like they're gonna do this like every hour. Can you guys still hear them? I feel like we need a little bit of yellow in this. Yeah, let's add a little bit of yellow in this. So I gave it a mahogany color. Oh, that is a good choice. I like these good happy accidents. I have a feeling that's what my neighbor is doing. Like every hour, they're just gonna. Again, if you guys are new to this stream of mine, I make art, illustration, and soon going to work on some comics. Sometimes we just do a nice chill art and chat like we're doing right now, and other times I post tips and tutorials. So feel free to check out the rest of the stuff that I'm working on, or stick along and chat. This ended up being very traditional looking. There you go. Add some dark tones here. Actually, let's go ahead and remove some. I think I'm end up being a bit addicted to this removing technique. It can get muddy real fast though. Mm. You know what I used to do is you reuse the reuse the like packaging, the back of packaging or notebooks that I bought for like school or whatever, and just like reuse the backing for that to make covers. Speaking of, Amarius, are you in the United States or somewhere else? Because it sounds like you're paying pretty high prices for something like a sketchbook, so you might be paying like import fees. Yep. By the way, basically what all YouTubers says, but for some reason, like YouTube like people pressing the like button. So if you don't mind, do so. I would like for my videos to be seen by more people, at least. I don't expect to be all that successful on YouTube, but if more people who actually likes this kind of stuff come and hang out, that'd be cool. I honestly don't understand how that stuff work really. Plus they always be changing it. So you are in the USA, then you should have like access to like a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General or something, or maybe like a Five Below. Whatchamacallit, Family Dollar. Um, Walmart has gotten kind of pricey now. Um, So instead of having to make your sketchbook, you can just like go there and get that stuff. But if you're making like hundreds of sketches a year, then yeah, I can see where like you'd rather just make your own because it can be a lot of stuff. No, I suggest you just go into like Walmart or a Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, and just get your stuff from there. Don't get it from there unless you're having like unless there's like a disability where you can't like walk to a store or buy or drive to a store, then I wouldn't buy a sketchbook on Amazon. And even then, if you do buy sketchbook stuff on Amazon, I think they're like you can get them in bulks, you know? You can get like the bulk ones. I honestly bet you like let me look. I bet you can get like a good set of like cheap ones. I mean, yeah, but if you're spending that much, oh, I forgot I made this. Still, if you're spending that much, maybe if you go first thing or thing, or actually, Dollar Tree does like you can order stuff off of the Dollar Tree website, and you can order off of the Five Below website and just get a box sent to you. But let me double check. And Walmart also shipped stuff to Walmart.com. I'm just looking up sketchbook pack. Look at this. Like it's pretty and this one was even sponsored, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, if you look up sketchbook pack, it's gonna be a lot cheaper for you guys. Look at that. This looks good too. Mm. Now you got me looking up something. 20-piece spiral notebook. This one's a journal, right? No, these are sketchbooks. They're 50 pages each, and you get 20 in a pack. That's pretty cheap. What size is this? A4, so probably like an 8, 5 by 8. Yeah. Let's see here. So I can't add the link in here. They're gonna be they be they be expensive, but just look up like Just look up Sketchbook pack and you'll find a bunch for much cheaper. On a side note, I'm thinking I might do like a study with me video, but it'll be on my other channel because I'm trying to, learn the Nihon language. Yeah, this is nice. And it'll probably be like a quiet, like a messed up, like just mostly a quiet stream of me just like repeating Japanese words. Yeah, the dollar store has one and the Five Below. The only difference is that usually those sites require you to buy them in a set. But if you're paying $1.25, it is what it is. Especially if you're not trying to do something like permanent and you're just trying to get like better. No, that'll be more than enough. This might be a little bit too brown. It's fine. I'll deal with that in just a second. This ended up actually being pretty good though. But yeah, I got some plans for my art in the future for this year. So besides learning the Japanese language, because I think that's just something that all of us who've even bothered to watch anime just kind of like, and I will learn Japanese. I don't watch anime much anymore, but I still end up liking the language because I do want to eventually go to the country once in my lifetime. Yeah, that was the color I wanted her. It's almost like that 70s look color. I like this color better, much better. That first prior pink color was alright, but it wasn't what I'm looking for. Yeah. There you go. Alright. Her hair ended up being nice and pretty and luscious. There you go. There's like a ton of kids outside. All right. This is looking nice. I like how her hair is coming out. Mm. 2 more hours. Hands are getting dry. That's bread. I was on such a like beauty buying spree this past 2 years, like, and now I kind of know what I like or what to look for in terms of like skincare and hair care. I'm not into like makeup, but this is pretty cute. Bread. This is meant for the hair, but it's not meant for my hair, but it's a nice bottle and I like it for the hands and it smells good. So gotta stay hydrated, gotta stay moist. Thank you. Thank you and welcome. I keep saying that I should do like these streams more often. It's just, I don't know. Such a sloth. But I think if it's a nice, quiet, chill stream like this, I can do. I just not one for like being overly entertaining. I consider myself pretty boring, but I think people want something chill and relax, right? Like, not everybody wants someone bouncing off the walls. Some people just like some good art, some good music, and just feel like you're part of a co-working space. Or it could just be me. I like those things. So I just assume that other people would like them, you know? Let's add a little bit more shadow here. There you go. I love the richness. By the way, the watercolor brand that I'm using is Mission Gold. Yeah, Mission Gold. And I think it's a great brand. I think it's like $30 or $40 for like 9 tubes, but they last you a long time. And they basically all the colors that you need for like really vibrant colors. You might need to be like comfortable mixing your colors to get them darker though, but if you just want like what I consider a starter friendly watercolor like set, I would definitely go with the Mission Gold. I think it's either 7 or 9 um set of colors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so never mind, it's a 13 set. Never mind, it's a 13 set. But but it's still, what I said is still true though. I would suggest it. There you go. Now she looks like she just got her hair freshly colored. She just came from the hairdresser, you know. She just did. That's why the color looks so good and rich. Like, my hair cannot be like this. I mean, it can for like 1 or 2 days, and then I'm going to pay the price for overly processing my hair. You know, you gotta love with what you have and enhance what you have versus overly doing what you don't have, or else you're gonna pay for it. And I rather just, stick to what I'm good, what my hair is, instead of like a one moment of like something different and then end up being bald for like a good year before my hair grows back. You know? Okay. I think I've layered up her hair nicely. Her hair is juiced, guys. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I think I am going to go a little wild and add a nice pop of blue. I'm looking at her eyes, and her eyes is telling me blue. Question is, Do I even have the right set of blue? This, I will say this color set isn't really blue. It doesn't really like blue. So that neon blue color I need may not be. Let's test it out. Add a cobalt. Now we're having blue blue. I may not get this blue. This set doesn't really have blue like that. It's not exactly the blue that I want, but we're not going to overly complain about it, right? We're going to use what we have. I'm going to use what we have right here. But the blue ended up looking good. The blue ended up looking real good. We're going to do some final little bit here. Adding in a little bit more accents here. Okay, now let's give her, why not a very classy red lip. This we have to be careful with because it's the very tip. Okay. I don't know if I can get it. Add a little bit more color right here. Give her a bit of a smoky eye. I think that red is a little bit too hot. So let's fix it, shall we? Yes, let's fix this red. Let's fix this red here. There you go. And give it a little bit more warm color. There you go. There you go. Cool. All right. Last but not least, let's add in some edges for her skin. And I think we should add some accessories. Yep. That's a bit too last bit of shading. Just adding the last shading to her hand. Okay. And then finally going in with the gem. My poor paintbrush is like not a happy camper. There you go. I'm adding in the gems. By the way, I've been posting these stuff on like the community tab, and I know I had a poll last time asking for a Discord posting, but I'm thinking like if I brought back like the themes kind of let's say like inspiration theme, it's not necessarily you got to follow it or something, but maybe like have a place for you guys to also post each other's artwork that's based on that theme. I'm thinking, what are your thoughts? And maybe like also post where, you know, if you got a chance to follow any of the tutorials that I posted, I can like, you know, see what you posted and like give feedback. What are your thoughts on that? Cool. Let me know if you have any preference on that. No preference? Maybe if I put like a little poll up on here. I'm trying to like make a milky blue here. Yeah, there you go. There's actually quite a bit of like color theory going on in the back of this, but I'm just like intuitively doing it. There you go. There you go. Okay, we're done with this one. I told you, enjoy it. Just double check to make sure that they have enough pages, and um I think they have like watercolor and non-watercolor, and see what sizes you like. Usually they're about like 20 to 40 pages, but there goes my girl. I don't know if you could hear this song. Wait, will I get copyright strike because of other people playing music? There you go. See? And if you look up Five Below, they have like the giant sketchbooks. Like, um, this was an old one of theirs, but this is from the Five Below. But the only difference is it's hardback, and this is usually the actual like $5 sketchbook. Like this by itself is $5. But yeah, just double check. And you know what? I might actually make a short video about this. And then this book I got at Goodwill. So sometimes thrift stores has like supplies too, if it's not like a clothes only thrift store, but yeah. There you go. Cuz I know you have to spend time to make your sketchbooks, and I'm like, if you don't mind spending like $1 or two on each book, then yeah, it's you can get a cheaper sketchbook. It's when you need it to be like archival, do you concern yourself with that? Ooh, that's big. These people are determined for me to get like a copyright strike. Oh, girl, tonight. All night. It's alright, it's alright, alright. Stand up, alright. I forgot that I had this brush. I really am gonna go back into doing like a little bit more traditional type illustrations, you know? Yeah, so I think they sell as big as like 14 by 17 books last I was there. But the thing is, Five Below is also like Five and Beyond. So I think the art stuff are still that. I also got some markers there, and they're okay. They're okay if you just want to try it. Because like I said, this guy, if I can find her. What is it? This was done on like a Five Below markers. Only problem is limited colors. and they kind of like picked up paper. And what I'm finding out is they're not alcohol based. So if you drop water on them, which good, I guess, if that's what you want. All right, then if all you're doing is pencil sketches, then yeah. Plus, you'll probably like the texture more if you're doing pencil sketches versus the using printer paper. I'm just gonna let these people play their fireworks. I don't know if you can still hear it in the background. It's almost like they're doing it every other hour until it gets 12. See, the thing is, like, I sketched this really quickly, right? Not exactly sure what to do, just enjoying it. Um, and that's what it is, really. Just, it gets to a point where you guys just need to, like, enjoy just drawing. I think too many of us overly worry how the artwork is going to look like. And I used to do that too, but I don't know. I think I spent way too much of my time overthinking about it and not just like enjoying it and just go for it, you know? I don't know what is up with this camera. It's constantly like slowly tilting up. I could hear them saying, playing the shot song. This a lovely lady about to head to a beautiful gala. Yep, I agree. what I'm doing right here is just adding in a little bit more highlights. All right. There you go. Okay. And then just doing some cleanup right here. Doing some cleanup. You don't have to do cleanup, but sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. A bit more outline. There you go. The outline helps to like separate things, especially when you start coloring and it starts to like blend in, so it helps. Okay. Add the last bit of highlights to this part. The last bit I wanted to kind of like, well, not last bit because I'm here for another what? Oh, just an hour and a half? Wow, that went by pretty quick. Hopefully you guys are holding up pretty well if you're gonna make it till midnight. My dad is gonna do this like, and no offense to anyone who has this belief, I'm just saying that he doesn't share mine. This thing where he's gonna bathe himself in milk. Don't know where he got it from. I clearly did not pick it up. So all right. I think I'm having a little bit too much fun. Okay. Let's add some accents to her face. Just making sure this is done. We're just adding some highlights into the hair. Mm. think that's it for this one. I keep saying that's it, and then I just end up finding like more stuff to work on. There you go. What do you guys think before I head off to making another? Because we're going to be here until New Year's. What are your thoughts? Hmm? What could I have done better? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I think the color came out pretty good. I think she came out lovely. Me just adding a little bit of dry brush effect here. Okay, well, I hope you guys like that one. What's going on in here? This is just an older picture. Honestly, the sketchbook holds out pretty well. And then this is another picture that I probably should actually try. Some original character design sketch work. Okay. Since this is a thin paper, it does dry pretty quickly. Okay. Let me change out some music. What is this one? Yeah, let's do that instead. Sometimes some of these music gets a little bit excessive. All right. Let's re-oil up this hands of mine. Bread. I just love this bottle. We're gonna put away the watercolor part And we're going to switch to markers now. Okay. This music is too hype. It's all like EDM music. Ah, but this one, I don't like this one. There you go. I mean, that's a lot of sketchbooks. All right. While I go get my markers, you guys put in the chat what kind of colors you want me to use for this one. And when while I'm recording it, it's actually going to be like a, excuse me. It's actually going to be used for a makeup video of mine that I want to make for you guys. Okay, so let me know if the colors is good enough. Let me know what colors you'd like me to do. Okay, I'm back. Got me some cookies. Mm. Some chai tea. Mm. If you are sitting down and like drawing or sketching or whatever, be sure that you're actually like exercise, like stretching yourself out. I had to do a back stretch right there. Okay. So this was done with like with that pen that I don't think I'm going to be using anymore. I know what brand it is, but it's messing up. It's not a good ink pen, so I'm definitely not going to suggest that one. The reason why, by the way, I sketch in yellow is just because it's easier to scan it, and then you could just delete the yellow. It doesn't, or any other very light color, like a very light, bright blue, bright orange, bright green, like a very neon green, bright everything, like bright red. When you scan it, it's easy for you to take out the so I know what that material, that pen's gonna be used just for sketching, because like this is gonna be somewhat annoying. Let's see how this, yeah, even with like Crayola markers, it's messing with me. Okay. Anyways, I picked the colors. Since you guys didn't want to suggest, I'll pick the colors. It's gonna be a very bright, like pink colors, magenta colors. Right now, I'm just testing out what kind of colors. I think tomorrow's Sunday, right? I'm gonna spend my time going through my art supplies and just like clean them out, clean it out for the new year, test them out. It's so funny that Crayola, how they blend now. So I tell you, Crayola really upped its game in the formula, whatever it is. It's almost a little bit too realistic. Of course, it's not having enough in it. It's gonna run out. It's gonna run out for real. I'm gonna chew through this paper. What I'm doing is just like switching back and forth before the marker sets in. And this is especially so because it's Crayola markers. So Ooh, this is a nice pink color. I don't have that much long to wait now. Man, time is flying by pretty quick. This is the thing why I don't like about getting too much supplies. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's pretty bad. This is the year where I'm purposely going to go through my materials to use it up at this point. Yeah, Studio 71, whatever it is, your thing is like not a happy camper. Oh, I'm glad you were able to come back from the timeout because I don't know what was up with that. I'm sorry. All right. Have a good night. Springtime flowers. If you say so, I know I'm just not that good at this tech thing. You'd think I'd be better, but I'm actually not that good. So I'm glad you came back. I don't know. I think what I think happened was um you had, I think you either cursed or something, and not cursed, but you might have just said something and it hid the comment, but I read the comment and I don't care. So I hid the comment, and I think it just triggered all of you two to be like, no. But yeah, we have like what, another 45 minutes, and I think at the last bit you'll start to really hear the folks. I think they're saving it. I'll actually walk out with you guys and you can see some fireworks. Especially if you're not, in an area where they make some fireworks, so maybe you'll like some fireworks. But I finished the other piece of watercolor, right? And right now I am working on something to hopefully be used for a makeup tutorial. I'm trying to like multitask a little bit. And I'm coloring right now with just Crayola markers because this pen that I use for inking didn't come out right. Either way, I'm not going to touch anything on the chat like through the phone anymore. I'm just going to talk to you. Okay. Yeah, I was actually following Christopher Kaiko, I think is how you pronounce his last name, or Kaio or Kaiko, I think it is. And I was there up until I started streaming, so don't feel don't feel bad about it. Honestly, plus streams are going to be a bit casual if I do decide to like stream on a regular. Actually, you know what I think it is right now? I've been following a lot of trends as it's required for my job to follow trends, and I've noticed what I did was the emerald green is popular and the Barbie doll pink is popular. The Barbie core is what they call it. I don't know why we have to add core to everything now, but and now I know that's the colors I picked. I think I'm just gonna give her like French manicure kind of thing. Oh, well, thank you. I guess I'm gonna have to look up his work then, because I'm like going at it as I go, like just kind of organically. and dealing with the fact that this paper is like not happy with me right now. And trying to compensate. You know what? I might keep her as a yellow blonde. Cause that's the trend, right? You do this like really black bleach platinum blonde look. That's what we're gonna do. Give it a pastel color. Yeah, this poor paper is tired of me. It's chewed up. You can see, well, you can't really see from where you are, but like it's definitely chewed up. Give her the classic wing dye look that is trending right now. It's trending to the point that people are going to get surgery to fake that look. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, I'm not going to judge anymore. So since blondish thing here, let's see if I can use a darker pink. Yeah, why not? Why not? Add a little bit more color to this. I'm kind of giving it like a dry brush look. So this is nice, but it's too pink. I need something more in a like it's too warm, so I need it more in the, there you go. That hot pink, magenta pink. And it's chewing up the paper. I'm layering the colors to like change the tint. Because you know, like you get a color and it's either warm or it's cool or it's, you know, very hot and vibrant. And in the case of this color, it was pretty hot and vibrant. Okay. Now, let's add a little bit of blush pink into her hair and figure out how to do this kind of hairstyle. Because I think I'm going to be okay with the yellow pencil. Hmm. I have to because I work in corporate retail. So we live and die by trends. If I pick the wrong color, people might not buy it. And the company needs people to buy it. So I have to know what's like on trend for clothes, for accessories, um, for home stuff. Although the home stuff, I also like trends because it lets me know when to go buying. Like right now, the very nice lavender color is very popular. This color, basically. And it's one of my favorite colors. I like different shades of purple. So I was able to get this color in headphones. Um, I got 1 second. Yes, I'm streaming right now. Is it really important? Okay, I could watch it later. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, I got two sweaters that is exactly that color, two pants that's that color, another hoodie, jackets, my phone case that I'm streaming on. They all like match together. And I know next year it's kind of going out of trend, so everybody's going to like the beige and brown thing. So I'm trying to keep it up like that. Give her an ash brown look. I think I like the fact that her hair ended up with this color. Yeah, it ended up looking good. Like, how do you color an ash blonde hair? Just adding in some extra shade in here. It's like all of my markers are dried up in some form or another. It's like, will we make it? Will we not? That's very yellow. Wow. Thing is super dry. Okay. think I just need to put what should we make the outside color be? I like that color. Yeah, we're gonna use this color. Okay. At the beginning of the stream, you mentioned that you were going to make a new comic, or did I hear that wrong? Yes, I am working on a submission, and then I am going to work on hopefully having a webcomic towards the end of the year. I just need to build out like a buffer. I've written maybe up to 6 chapters. I've written, not like planned out or anything, just wrote it. And I'm going to, yeah, it'll be towards the end of the year. Because, you know, you got to draw a lot of pages, and I want to make sure I have a good buffer. It's called Human by Design, and I did a stream about it. Not the story per se, but I did a stream of me working with real tones. There you go. What time is it? Oh, we got some time before they really start popping out that the whatchamacallit, the fireworks. I might give her a juicier lip though. I feel like the lip color is a little bit too soft for the look that I'm going for. Okay. So for her lip color, I might give it a good juicier color. Yeah, there you go. Really want to like emphasize over the lip. It's kind of fiery. Just adding it out to blend out the eyes a little bit. Give it a fuller set of colors. Okay. It's a little bit messy, but we're good with it. So the last bit to do is probably some gel work. It's almost like they're holding themselves back not to make too much noise just yet. Right now I'm adding in highlights. Make sure this is nice and glossy. The poor paper wasn't meant for like me overly doing this, unfortunately. So it's like trying its trying its hardest to maintain its integrity. Oh, they're starting. They're like, we starting now. It was cold, but now the temperature went right back up, so it's like about it's about 80 inside the house, but it's probably like 75 outside. Giving her French manicure or French-like manicure. Although I see people doing a little bit more than just French manicures now. But we gotta give her the glossy nails. You know, gel pens aren't always like the best thing. Oh, there goes another one. I'm gonna have to use something else for now. Seems most everyone just ran off for their own party then. Can't blame them. Much better. Got a few more minutes before we finish this up and head on out to watch the fireworks. I guess it's 11:41. They want to start now, huh? Yeah, let's go. Let's consider this as done, yeah? Because I think they really are going to start now, even though it's like 20 minutes out. What do you guys think? Then go on ahead. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and hope to see you in the future. I'm about to head out to my own little celebrations. All right. I think that'll be good, right? All right. As you guys can already hear, the celebration is going down. So most of you have gone out. Thank you for watching and hope to see you guys in the next live.